federal grand jury has indicted Democratic congressional candidate Sean Brown on charges of fraud and theft of government property. The indictment alleges that Brown and others with Jobs Community Outreach Development Corp. Filed fraudulent claims with the Summer Food Service Program in 2012, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Virginia said. Brown, meanwhile, has gone to court herself, accusing the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the State Department of Health and several officials of discriminating against her and the organization she co-founded with her mother, Geneva Brown, which ran the summer feeding program for children. "This is about making sure there are no hungry children in Hampton Roads," she said. Brown ran for Congress in 2016, losing to Representative Scott Taylor, R. Virginia Beach, by nearly 23 percentage points. She is again seeking the Democratic nomination for the 2018 race. The indictment says that Brown directed Jobs staff to inflate the number of children actually fed and to falsify documents in order to obtain additional money, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She has been charged with wire fraud and theft of government property, and faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison if convicted. "We will vigorously defend. She maintains her innocence," said her attorney, Jimmy Ellenson. He said there's been a long-standing dispute between her and the feds about this whole thing, adding that the timing of the criminal complaint seems unusual, given Brown's own recent lawsuit. "And why would they do this right before Christmas?" he asked. In the lawsuit, which she filed without a lawyer, Brown says she and her mother filed a civil rights complaint against USDA alleging the agency's summer food program discriminated against them. The lawsuit says the USDA, State Health Department and 5 officials unlawfully delayed payments, and falsified reimbursements and claims for reimbursements. Brown alleged that USDA officials in 2016 derailed Jobs' efforts to secure financing to satisfy its prior financial commitments for 2012, outstanding bills from the summer of 2012 and $625,000 to purchase a restaurant that the company hoped to use as a central kitchen for its summer feeding programs. Her lawsuit says that calls from state health officials to a funding group and to her supplier upset agreements Jobs hoped to arrange. It adds that the state's designation of Jobs as a high-risk auditee after 2012 cut it out of the summer program. The lawsuit says the state has falsely claimed Jobs was involved in fraud. The suit seeks $10 million in damages. Brown asked the U.S. District Court in Alexandria to appoint an attorney for her, but Judge Liam O'Grady denied the request, saying that the exceptional circumstances that allow judges to do so in civil lawsuits did not exist in her case. Her campaign finance reports with the Federal Election Commission show she's raised $713,491 as of the end of October, all but $2,750 of which came from her. She said most of that was in the form of stock in her company. The FEC report shows she has no cash on hand in her campaign account.